Someone has very big shoes to fill with this one. Petre Fall. Scheming Kobolds. It is a window-based game, but there's also a download for it, so I got the executable. Scheming Kobolds. Scheming Kobolds is a game created for the Send URL 2025 challenge, inspired by Jeff Late's Smart Kobold. Yeah, Skilled Smart Kobold. You play as a confident knight in shining armor, marching into a kobold-filled cave brimming with confidence. The knight assumes victory is guaranteed, but the kobolds have other plans. Scheming Kobolds emphasizes atmosphere and AI, focusing on sound and non-ACE vibes. It tries to drag you in beyond the ASCII visual presentation. The kobolds use Fluid HTML Planner to coordinate their mischief, hopefully making them more than just simple foes. But it was hard to create cleverness in this short a development time. The game's soundtrack is by CryoCrypt, used with permission, available on Bandcamp. Use 8 directional input to move your knight around, or wait a turn. Numpad move, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah blah. So numpad pause, 5. Alt move is basically with like, the WASD keys, but with like, other stuff. You can pause the space. So ZSX, ADQ, WE. That seems very confusing, by the way, but whatever. I got the numpad, so I'll just go with it. But yeah, I assume this is like, Z is like your 1, S is your 2, so yours down. I'm probably gonna try this, but I mean, I have to wonder like why like these keys are set up like they are. All right, let's just get to it then, shall we? Made in Unity. So, there we go. Let's play. A knight strode into the dusty town square, armor gleaming in the afternoon sun. His greatsword restead proudly across his back. Each polished plate of steel reflecting his confidence. Spotting a weathered villager tending to a rickety cart, the knight called out. "You there, old man." His voice rang like a hammer on the anvil. "I hear there's a cave full of kobolds nearby. Which way?" The villager squinted up at him, wiping his hands on a dirt-stained cloth. "Aye, the kobold caves east of here, past the split in the road." He paused. "You bringing a bow? Elf potions?" The knight barked a laugh. "For kobolds? Ha! Hardly. My blade's all I need." He tapped the hilt on his great sword with a smug grin. The villager grimaced. "Suit yourself. Those pink lizards are tricky. They'll swarm you, shoot darts from the dark. Had a group of sellswords head there last month. Only one came back." "Then they weren't much of sellswords, were they?" The knight's grin wider. "I'll have those skilly vermin running before I break a sweat." The villager gave a slow, doubtful nod. "Right, well, guess I'll keep your horse fed, just in case." They passed shiny trinkets, claw to claw, comparing gleams under torchlight. Press any key. Alright, so, for those who don't know what Smart Kobold is basically all about, you basically had, like, a bunch of kobolds who were, shall we say, smarter than the average, like, AI, empowered monster. Our equipment is basically shining armor. We got the Gilded Greatsword of Power. We got the gold, and we got kobolds. Do I have an inventory or anything like that? I don't know. Alright, so, obviously, like, WASD and stuff basically works. So, how does this work? Z moves me, like, as I expect that way. X moves me that way. A goes this way. S goes down. Yeah, it seems very odd how you basically have this program, like, you know, I think, like, you know, usually with, like, you're like, you know, QWE and all those or stuff keys, it's usually have, like, you know, Q basically go, like, this way, E go that way, W go up, and then you have, like, you know, you probably would want to have, like, say, like, you know, A move, like, this way, Z move that way, X would probably move down as opposed to, like, you know, diagonal like this. Like, it feels very odd having, like, S and X, like, you know, like that. Like, usually S is like your pause, but why not? Ooh, fresh loot. Walk in. Go away, or we throw more mini rocks. Intruder. Intruder. Run to safety. Run. Intruder. 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 Say I'm being swarmed. The Kobold pokes me. Put on kettle, run to safety. Gather the loot, hide the trinkets, arm the traps. There goes the rat. Kobold picks up a stone. Alright, so we have intruders somewhere. Well, we're an intruder, but, you know, we have kobolds to deal with somewhere. So the idea basically here is that, like, these, like, kobolds are, like, you know, smarter than, like, usual. Yeah, it's like where, like, you have, like, you having a bows around because you can see, like, you know. Yay, gold! Now, for those who don't know about, like, you know, Smart Kobold, the idea is basically in Smart Kobold, the kobolds will basically run away from you, and basically all gather in, like, the, like, you know, hatchery or point where, like, you know, all the treasure basically is. And the whole idea is basically, like, you know, they're going to try and, like, you know, wear you down. And, like, you know, well, not really wear you down. Basically, to use a defensive position or take you down. You dodged. Very nice. I think I hit a trapdoor of some sort, but whatever. A firebomb hit me. They pick up stones. So there's 24 kobolds left, 23. Can I kill them all is the thing, right? Are those trolls? The troll roars. Sorry you died to kobolds. Try again, give up. So shuffling crates labeled definitely not traps behind rickety walls. So yeah, basically the idea is like, you know, the kobold, like, you know, the kobolds are a lot smarter, like, you know, you give them credit for. Big dumb stomp foot come. Bridge closed, come back never. Intruder. Can they burn the bridge? Are they trying to release a troll? With a final heave, the troll is free. Okay, so trolls are, like, obviously very bad. I don't know if they're firebombing me because I'm missing on grass. Oh, this is a chasm or something here. Okay. Move over, scaly tail, hisses one kobold as another tries to drag a crate by. Is speed the name of the game here, I wonder? They're probably gonna firebomb me. Spike sticking to my flesh, there's a trap there. It really shows that you don't want to step in grass because it's very bad. So 2 kobolds wrestle before the last dusty cheese wheel before storing it away. Definitely taking fire damage there. And they're running away. Now note that basically in like Smart Kobold they would run toward like the the main area to sort of like get away from you. Oh, we're down to three guys to kill now. I wonder if there's a way to sort of backtrack what gold you basically find, because you might want to just gather what gold you have and just run away. Is managing to kill all the kobolds or to get the loot? That's the thing, right? Money on the grass, but we have to kill the guys around it. There we go. Loot. Like, there's the gold. Ow. I think we're doing better this time. Nothing this way. Where'd this guy go? There. $11 left. Can I kill them all? If I release a troll, I'm running away. But I haven't seen a troll yet, so... I'm just going to backtrack up here a little bit. Oh. Troll is unleashed. Well. Let's see if we can run away. Do you really want to leave? Leave. The night stumbles free, loaded with gold, dripping with blood. The last kobold size. Set more traps next time. I mean, yeah, I can basically get away like with all the loot, and that's technically a half victory. Now, I suppose there is something else to note here, by the way. I might be able to get one of the, the kobolds to firebomb the troll by being on grass. A trio of kobolds hovels whispering secret stashing spots and hush squeaks. Bridge no like heavy, go away. They're running away. Oh, the troll is free apparently. I mean, these guys aren't too painful for rocks, but they're annoying. So it's good to know you can actually outrun a troll and not have to worry about him. Oh, that hurt. There's the gold. Well, I got the gold, so I can leave if I want. Spikes dig into my flesh. I'll note that my health is not only like, used for like, surviving, but it's also like a resource. Like how much health I'm going to give up basically to do stuff. Gotcha. Down to 10. Chase around the kobolds here. I sort of feel like the troll should be something that, like, maybe you can hear it. So you can basically run away if necessary. Chasing. There's 3 more to find somewhere. How have I got the HP to kill him and avoid a troll? Oh god, again. Alice is slow, right? So... Perfect. He's out of the way. One more. Great. That's all I need to do, kill off him. The knight staggers out, barely upright, armor wrecked. He clutches his gold, wheezing. Easy. Totally easy. Alright, well, that's Scheming Kobolds by Petrofall. I actually much like that a lot more in, like, Smart Kobold, because it doesn't, like, require you to have, like, any sort of, like, equipment to sort of, like, puzzle your way out. It's just like, full tactical planning, so to speak. So good job.